He is the general manager of GCW. He hosts the Major Wrestling Figure podcast. He is still making the towns despite his injury. He is always ready unless he's 31 minutes past his scheduled time. He is Matt Cardona. Matt, how are you doing?
Well, you know what? You called me out, and I deserve that. You know, I was about to make this beautiful breakfast. I'm like, oh, I got a half hour to kill. I'm like, wait a minute. No, I think I told him 10:30. So, hey, better late than never, right? But I do apologize. You know, Brian Myers calls himself the most professional wrestler. And, you know, I would call myself that too, but I was, you know, like you said, 31 minutes late to this. So, but you know what? I'm not getting paid. So who cares?
we were talking about this just before you came on. I don't know if you have any recollection of this, but it was AIW in 2022 and it was Gauntlet for the Gold. And I asked you, I was like, can you record a video of saying, fuck Sean Ross Sapp? Like, I'm Jeremy, I work with Fightful. And I was fully prepared. I was like, he's going to ask like $5 for this. I was prepared to pay if you asked. Yeah. You did it out of the kindness of your heart and maybe your hatred for Sean Ross Sapp.
Well, it was more so for the you know, for Sean. But yeah. If you're going to ask me to do a video, happy birthday, a shout out, of course you're paying, pal.
I was like, he's going to remember. He's like, you still owe me.
He still owes you $5.
$5? It would have been more than that. $5? Come on. What am I? Oh, come on.
It was 4 words. Fuck Sean Ross Sapp.
If I'm taking a photo with someone, I think a video is more expensive than a photo. And if I'm charging, I think I'm AIW, probably charging 30 for a photo. That's at least $30.
Well, I appreciate that for the love, for the hatred of Sean.
Hey,
I got that on the house.
So, you know, I was 31 minutes late. You owe me $30. It's got even.
Call it even. Oh, first question. How are you feeling? How is the injury, the rehab coming along?
I'm feeling great. I mean, all things considered, it's been about a month and a half post-op or post-injury. I just came back from Cancun, Mexico, got 400 million stem cells throughout my entire body. I guess you can call me now the stem cell king. I'm taking this recovery very, very seriously. Listen, I'm not trying to rush to get back, but I'm also rushing to get back, you know, if that makes sense. Like, I need to get back out there. Luckily for me, I've built up because of my work ethic and everything I've done. You know, June is the busiest month I think I might have had like come in the past 4 years. Like, obviously I'm not wrestling. It's all appearances, but it is wrestling shows, GCW, NWA, a lot of, you know, autograph signings, conventions. And luckily I have that to fall back on. This isn't a vacation. This isn't a 6-8 month vacation while I'm injured. I'm going to do whatever I can to keep my name out there.
Making the towns at GCW, appointing yourself or getting from some power, the general manager of GCW, stripping Blake Christian of the GCW championship. And now we have the gauntlet of survival this weekend. Right. What went into this decision? Did you inform Blake Christian ahead of time, or did you just go out there and announce it?
I did not. Maybe Brett Lauderdale did. I did not. I did not inform him. I did know. You know, we advertised this huge match for this Sunday, Cage of Survival, Blake Christian against Joey Janela for the GCW World Title. And then Blake Christian says, "Oh, by the way, I'm in Japan, can't make it." That doesn't work here, pal. You're the champ. You're the champ. You like, if I know my schedule, this guy should know his schedule. We all know our schedules. So it was just one of those things. We would never tell him, hey, leave this tournament that you're doing great in Japan. But, you know, we're not going to change around the entire card for Blake Christian or anybody, you know? So it's nothing personal. It's just business. And you know, Blake can get an opportunity at the title when the new champion's crowned. But for now, the show must go on. So we can't hold up plans because Blake is stuck in Japan. It's unfortunate. I like Blake a lot. It just had to be done. It's best for business.
So I wanted to ask, because, you know, when you made your announcement, you said the battle of the Super Juniors. You do know that it's the best of Super Juniors.
I do now.
Make sure.
I do now. I do now.
And I wanted to ask
now.
if Blake's record in the tournament, with the fact that he went 4-0 to start the tournament and then had a slump where he lost all his matches after that, if that had anything to do with your decision.
I had no idea of his record, to be honest. I saw some of the videos he's posted on Twitter and the Shawn Michaels tribute gear. You know, like I said, I think Blake is incredible. I think he's a hell of a performer, hell of an athlete. He's been a hell of a champion. But if he can't make the date, you know what I'm saying? You know, what would happen if Damian Priest said, "Hey, Triple H, I can't come to Clash of the Castle"? What are they going to do? They got this match, Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest for the title. It's advertised. The fans who pay tickets, they think they're seeing this world title match. And then Damian Priest says, "Oh, by the way, can't make it." What? They're going to strip his ass. And that's what we did too. Am I wrong?
What?
No, you're right.
Oh, he should know when the dates are. I mean, he's
of course
not in the finals.
Listen,
Presumably, he could.
Let's be honest. Okay, guys. Brett Lauderdale, not the most organized promoter out there, okay? But this show is so big. This show is so important. Everybody knew about this show. Everybody, all the roster had the dates for this show. There's certain ones that get added last minute. There's certain ones that change, but this date was always set in stone. Atlantic City, always set in stone. There's really no excuse. And listen, there's no heat on Blake. He's doing what he has to do. He's an independent contractor, right? His job is to make Blake Christian the hottest commodity possible in wrestling. I get it. That's what I'm doing. But you can't miss shows. You just can't, especially when you're the goddamn champ.
What can we expect from this gauntlet of survival?
Well, I can't reveal all the secrets, right? I will say 2 participants will enter. There will be a number of participants in the match. And at the end of the night, we will crown a new GCW World Champion.
Is it sudden death rules where the first person who gets the pin wins and then the other people are just left backstage like, oh, my music didn't hit, I couldn't come out to participate in the match?
A gauntlet is 2 people start, one's eliminated, a next person come in. That's how we're going to do it here in GCW.
Okay. They have different variations on a gauntlet now.
Well, what video game are you playing? I don't know.
I'm watching Wednesday Night Dynamite. That's a video game.
Well, in our gauntlet, 2 individuals will start. There'll be, pinfall, submission. There's no countouts in GCW yet. Trying to get that in. And then the next participant will come out. I'm not going to say how many participants there will be in it. Might be some surprises in there. But we'll know when it's the last entrant because it's Joey Janela. Joey Janela has earned the opportunity to be the last entrant in the Gauntlet of Survival. So when Joey Janela comes out, if he can make it, he's on the injured list, but if he can make it, when Joey comes out, that's the final 2.
I was going to ask about Janela. He's banged up. He said he wasn't sure if he could get cleared, and he said even if he didn't get cleared, he was still going to show up. Is that allowed on your watch as the general manager?
If he can make it, hey, anything goes. I'm somebody who is all for somebody fighting through the pain. Joey is the heart and soul of GCW. He thinks that we have some personal beef. We did in the past. I don't have beef with anybody. I don't care. I don't care about anybody enough to hate them. You know what I'm saying? So Joey thinks that I do, and I have it out for him. I do not. I do wish he would fix his teeth, because if he wants to be the face of the company, he needs to have a nice smile, and he's missing his goddamn tooth. That's unacceptable.
That is a fair assessment in my eyes. And, Matt, you're a student of the game. I know that you have studied so many, wrestlers in the past, but have you been studying tapes of other general managers, and whom?
I think Eric Bischoff. He's the OG general manager. Am I if I'm not mistaken, and the best. He was the. There's been a lot of great ones, but Eric Bischoff is the one. Very intelligent. He's get a lot of heat on the internet these days. I don't know why. Very smart man. So I'm trying to emulate his style.
I don't want to get into contract tampering here, but there are some situations in WWE where contracts are coming up.
Yep.
You potentially, thoughts about adding somebody like a Becky Lynch or Chad Gable to GCW.
Oh, I mean, listen, I would love to have Becky Lynch in GCW. Chad Gable in GCW. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Could we afford them? Probably not. They'd have to lower their rate just a little bit. But just the fantasy booking of what we could do there. SDL versus Becky Lynch. Chad Gable against Blake Christian. Chad Gable against Joey Janela. I don't know the exact dates of when these contracts expire, but if it's before Sunday, if Chad wants to lower his rate a little bit, he could be in the gauntlet.
Becky's is reportedly tomorrow, June 1st.
Becky could enter the gauntlet. Anybody could enter the gauntlet, Like I said, they have to lower their rate a lot. We don't have that TKO money. We don't have that TK money either. You know what I'm saying? So we do what we can. We do what we can.
So this is the real questions. Now we're getting into the real section here, Matt.
That wasn't real.
We already told the people.
I thought we were shooting from the hip.
No, we're shooting from the real hip now because you put out on Twitter this week that your hit song Hoeski was listened to by Kanye West and Jay-Z. So I wanted to ask you the real question. Where do you stand? Kendrick Lamar or Drake?
Well, guys, like I'm a Drake guy, I just am, I had his albums, I went through some, Drake's an emotional guy, sometimes I'm an emotional guy myself. I can put on a Drake hit, every once in a while. As for that video going on social media, it might've been altered a bit, I'm not quite sure if that's the original audio, but I didn't make it. So I'm not sure. It could have been real. I posted it.
Are you saying you have ghostwriters? You have ghostwriters?
No. I absolutely. This is a real. Now I'm getting hot. Legit. I legit wrote that song all by myself. Over. We were on a WWE tour. I wrote it all by myself. Ask Curtis Axel, Joe Hennig. I say, what do you think of this line? I was Dolph Ziggler. What do you think of this line? That tour at the end, I performed it a cappella in front of the boys. After one of the shows at the in like catering at a hotel. It was a hit. I recorded it. Even Jim Johnston had to like remake the background music because I just like took something like royalty-free song and he's like, no, we can't put that on iTunes. I got to remake it. I'm like, but you don't understand, Jim. I already recorded the music video, so it has to like be exact. I can't re-record the video. So I worked with the legendary Jim Johnston to make the background song for that. WWE sent me to, because the original version I did on GarageBand in my friend's basement. I had to go to New York City, a real studio, record it, and then WWE put it out, and I got about $5 from it.
Oh no.
Maybe $50. Not a lot. Like
streaming's killed the music service.
It was in the top 100 on iTunes back in the day. For a day, I think. But yeah, I made very little money on it.
Oh, streaming!
But it's a legendary track. It still holds up, and I'm very, very proud of it to this day. And that's no joke. I am very proud. That's gonna be a headline. Clickbait. Sean's gonna make that headline. I am very, very proud of Hoeski. I think it still holds up, and I think I was ahead of my time in many ways, especially with that song.
I do like that Matt doesn't know I write all the headlines, and Sean gets all the heat for that still. That's great. Love it. I blame him anyway, so
okay.
One of my, I don't know about favorite, but an interesting story you told right after the WWE release. They asked you to use your pool for a vignette, a skit they wanted to film.
Yes.
And they asked you to use anything else since then, now that Chelsea is back in the company?
No, but Chelsea told me recently that I don't know how it came up, but like I was under the impression that it was the writer Krista Joseph asking, right? I couldn't believe it. Like, how would you ask? You just fucking fired me.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to ask to use my pool? Like, there's no other wrestler in Orlando who works for WWE that has a pool. Give me a break. You know, so I was like, you gotta be kidding me. But Chelsea told me like it just came up like backstage in WWE. Like, listen, it's funny. It's not a big deal, right? But I'm glad it's still being talked about to this day. But at the time, I was pissed. I was shaking. I think one of the headlines was "shaking with anger." And I think Jeremy, you might have wrote that. But I was pretty upset. Like it was just like it's not like I'm the only wrestler in Orlando that has a pool, and they're rich. They could rent an Airbnb, get a pool anywhere, right? I'm sure Matt Bloom, the head of NXT, has a pool in his backyard. Look at his house.
Go to a hotel. It's just like, hey, we need to film for 10 minutes or so.
Listen, I was offended, but I also was like, all right, they know I have a good pool, you know? They have a good pool. So, hey. And I was just in that pool yesterday, and I was smoking a cigar on a pool float, looking at my palm trees. I'm thinking, I've made it. You know, I've made it. But you know what? Like, this might be our last summer in this pool because we're building our dream home still in Florida with an even bigger pool. So, hey, if they ask Chelsea nicely, maybe they can use that pool.
There they go. I wanted to ask you something else. I don't know if it's going to get you hot or not, but I did see on the Major Figures podcast Twitter, you did post that certain somebody on Wednesday took a shot at you. He did, because he said champions don't piss away all day at Disney World. So how offended were you at offending Disney World in that matter?
Listen, some people just don't get it, right? I understand. I'm one of those who get it. And I think he was trying to, I think they were in California. I think he was trying to reference Disneyland, but he said that I've heat with him just for that, mixing it up. Listen, I love Disney World. I love it. But this is also serious. Jon Moxley, I believe, screwed me out of the GCW World Title. I wasn't ready. I'm always ready, but except for when Jon Moxley is going to attack me from behind, right? And I thought I'd get a rematch. Still to this day, I've not gotten a rematch for the GCW World Title. And no, guys, I'm not going to enter my own gauntlet. It's a great idea. I thought about it. Could I probably win, even though I'm injured? Sure. But I wouldn't be able to physically defend it. And that's not fair to the fans, right? But I think it's only fair since I never got a rematch for the GCW World Title, IWGP World Title, right? I'm sure he's going to hold it for a while. Wait till I'm cleared. Put the title on the line. We could do it anywhere. We could do it at GCW. We could do it on AEW. Maybe we could bring wrestling back to Disney World like the old WCW days. You know, that's a marquee match. I think that would have people talking for sure.
I mean, Renee did respond and said she would ask. So, maybe she did ask. Maybe we can get this working here.
All I'm saying is be a man, Moxley. And hey, maybe I should make another song. Be a man, Moxley.
Oh,
come on, don't be scared. You're running from Broski. That's what I heard. Be a man, Moxley. Oh, that would blow up the internet, bro. I have goosebumps right now.
Me too.
I think I should do it.
Should definitely do it. That's a
I'm with you, man.
right there.
This is gonna be the wrestling version of Kendrick versus Drake, and he's not gonna be able to respond in an hour. He's not.
I think the internet would kind of explode if I dropped a "Be a Man" Moxley music video.
Oh, it would.
Yeah.
Oh, 100% would.
It might have to be done just to pop myself, you know.
You infamously critiqued MJF's hand tan with whatever was going on, or non-hand tan.
Right. No, it was too tan.
Yeah.
Too tan.
What did you make of his return tan at Double or Nothing?
He looks great. He looks like $1 million. Lean, but still jacked, which is very hard to do. He's got that chest stomach hair coming in good. Looks like a young Hugh Jackman. You know, Looks great. I thought he looked great. I love MJF. I think he's fantastic. I do question his tanning abilities sometimes. Like, wear some gloves, dude. Like, I don't know if he's getting like sprayed at a place, if he's doing it himself, but if he's listening and he's doing it himself, this is what I do. I wear gloves, right? And I'll do because what happens is when you're tanning yourself, it gets like in your nails and all over your hands. So what I do is I wear gloves, I rub everywhere, and then I take the gloves off so my hands are like nice and clean, and then I spray the hands by itself, and it comes out way nicer. It's a little tip for MJF.
Tip for MJF, tip for anybody who
tip
wants
for anybody, I
good,
guess. Yeah.
Main
Yeah.
event tan.
I'm looking at myself in this video. I don't really have a good tan right now. I will be tanning tonight because I got NWA tomorrow, GCW on Sunday, so I got to look my best. So right now I look kind of pasty, but don't worry, if you're watching NWA tomorrow, GCW Sunday, I'll look Hogan 98 tan.
Go ahead, SB3.
No, I was just gonna ask them. I know I'm asking all the best questions for the people in the chat. Where do you stand on X-Men 97? And have you watched it?
It's probably gonna get me some heat with the nerd community. And listen, I'm a fellow nerd, so don't take offense to that. Never watched X-Men 97 because I never watched the original cartoon. Never.
You don't have to watch the original to enjoy X-Men 97.
I feel like you do. I love the idea of it, that it like comes right at. I've been following, right? And of course I know X-Men 97. I know the song. I know the classic toys. I know it. And I was very excited for just the idea that they're bringing this back. I think it's a cool concept, but I've heard great things about it, but I never saw the original. So I feel like I can't just jump in and just watch the continuation, but you say I can, so who knows?
Yeah, you can. You'll be all right if you do.
Okay.
Maybe I do think all the old episodes are up on Disney Plus as well. So if you
listen, I don't have time to sit on the couch and watch Disney Plus. Listen, I'm still making bookings. Listen, take my June. This is another shoot. Take my June schedule and put it next to any other independent wrestler and these fake indie wrestlers who work for other companies and try to get buzz on the indies. Them too. Okay. That really pisses me off. Okay. But I'm busier than all these guys and girls, and I'm injured. I am the one true indie god. Plus, I'm going to the gym. Plus, I have my podcast. Plus, I have my toy company. Plus, I'm rehabbing. Do you think I have time to watch Disney Plus on my couch? Listen, I have Disney Plus. I've been a subscriber before day one. Before it even started, I signed up. I signed up early. I love Disney. I think there's so much stuff I watch on there. But I can't just binge watch a cartoon. Okay, I can't. I'm too busy. I don't have time to take a shit. You think I have time to binge watch a cartoon?
That's when you can binge watch. When you just
it's unhealthy. If you're sitting on the bowl that long, that's unhealthy. Your problems.
That's fair. Did Chelsea Green ever get that Hogan figure for you? Did she go back and get it?
She did not. It's listen. I saw that video she put up. She's at Target looking for herself, and little does she know, I have a garage full of her figures that I'm selling. She's poor Chelsea's looking at Target for her own figure. Babe, I've had them for months. Got them on Ringside Collectibles. I'm selling them every week on my Whatnot channel. You should have just came to the garage. I would have sold it to you discounted price. But no, she did not go back and give you the Hogan. Yes.
Unfortunate. Yeah. The people wanted to know if she went back and get it.
She did not. She unfortunately did not. No. There you go. But I'll have no problem finding it. I have the Major Wrestling for a podcast every single week. If I say I need something, my fans find it, and not for free. No, it's not a handout. But either I trade them something or retail price. But that's not just because the whole community does that for each other. Like let's say Jeremy, you were in and you needed something, someone would find it for you, and they wouldn't upcharge you. They would just fair price plus shipping. That's what we do in the Major Wrestling podcast. We're a nice big community.
It's a great community. We've had people from the show on another show I do, Spotlight, and my friend. You've sold him figures. He sold you figures. His name's Dustin James.
Okay,
yeah, he's part of the community and always talks very highly.
Oh, sweet,
big figure person.
Very cool.
What's your favorite Taylor Swift song?
Ooh, put me on the spot here. Probably the "We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together" song.
Oh, see, that's what Chelsea named as well.
See?
No, wait, no. She named "I Knew You Were Trouble." She named "I Knew You Were Trouble."
That's a good one too.
Yeah,
that's a good one. That's a great album. Though that's my favorite era of T Swift. That era, like the 2000. What was that? 2012, 13, 14. That era.
Same
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's called the Red Era.
Yeah.
More.
Okay.
I'm Big Swifty. Big
Hey, I'll
Swifty.
tell you, hey, you know what? She did the Taylor version of a lot of her tracks.
Yeah.
What if I did Hoeski, called it Matt's version?
Oh, see, we're cooking it.
Right?
We got the new dish track coming out, and
Imagine
now
if I came out
Matt's version
with Hoeski Matt's version this summer and Be a Man Mox.
Oh,
Holy shit!
That's
Holy
an LP
shit!
right there.
over.
We already got the LP getting on.
I'm thinking about it, guys. But then I'd have to redo the Hoeski video too, which that's an iconic video. So I don't think I could top that. I might have to leave that alone. Or could we just dub in the new version?
He could, yeah.
Yeah, but it's so risky because
I don't know.
Eminem
Eminem just dropped his new single, and
I listened to it last night. I didn't love it.
Oh, okay. See,
I didn't hate it. I liked it.
not?
I liked it. I didn't say I didn't like it. This is how you wrestling writers, clickbaiters, you fuck things up. I didn't say I didn't like it. I didn't say that.
Didn't love it.
I said I didn't love it.
Didn't love
Right.
it.
Then you're Matt Cardona says he does not like new. That's not what I said. And then no one's actually going to click the actual article. Right?
No one ever does.
No
they
one's
just get mad at the headline.
No one's going to watch this fucking video.
Yeah.
Man. Right? They're just going to see the headline, and then all these marks are going to comment on it. And Eric Bischoff, the best GM ever, he's right. Context is king. Now that should be a headline. Matt Cardona says the best general manager ever is Eric Bischoff, and that context is king.
I'll write that headline.
You should, please do.
I got you. I will.
Yeah.
There you go.
We play a game here on the show. Joel Pearl, my usual co-host, is out, but he plays this game. It's called Partner, Promo, Punch in the Face. Give you 3 names: partner with one, promo with one, punch one in the face.
Promo, like, what do you mean promo?
Like a microphone battle.
Okay, mic battle. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 names: Brian Myers,
Okay.
Smart Mark Sterling, Hornswoggle.
Punch in the face, Hornswoggle. Without a doubt. I mean, Brian Myers has been my partner before. I don't know. I'm going to switch it up on you. I don't want to promo battle with Smart Mark, but I like to do promos with Smart Mark. I think Smart Mark would be a great manager for Matt Cardona. Smart Mark is kind of losing his way over an AEW Ring of Honor over there. You know, he has the premier athletes, but they're not getting much TV time. They should. That's another thing. They're just saying, Matt Cardona is premier athletes. No. I'm saying they should get more TV time, but they're not. I think Smart Mark Sterling needs a king, a deathmatch king, a stem cell king, an indie god. You know, I think I can get Smart Mark some TV time, and I think we can do some excellent promos together. Smart Mark, very good on the stick. Doesn't get enough credit. I mean, he was the man behind Jade for so long, and obviously Jade has blown up and is she's a superstar. There's no denying that. But I think in the very beginning, Smart Mark was a huge part of that. I think he deserves a little bit of the credit. Obviously, she was going to be a star no matter what. But I think Mark helped her out in the very, very beginning because he knows what he's doing. He's very educated, very intelligent, and he's a great mouthpiece. I think Smart Mark, mouthpiece for Matt Cardona, Myers, partner, Swoggle, you little bastard. I'm going to punch you right in the face.
Matt, we appreciate you joining us today.
Listen, please don't say I was 31 minutes late. You know what I'm saying? Matt Cardona late to free Fightful interview. I could already see it coming. I
wasn't going to mention it again. Ready. I had to do it at the top because we. Yeah.
Well, I was like, are these guys going to mention it, or should I? Oh, they mentioned it. Okay, these motherfuckers.
Well, you know, we were like, Matt Cardona is going to join us at 10:30, and then 10:30 came, and we had to talk about Evil becoming the IWGP World Champion for 24 minutes.
Listen, I'm just scrolling on my phone, like getting ready to have a good breakfast. Listen, I think accountability is huge. I think you got it. Like, I'm always somebody who blames myself, whether I'm really at fault or not. You know, I never wanted to be one of those old grizzled vets like so-and-so held me down, or I didn't get what I deserve because so-and-so, or I didn't get pushed because no, F that, man. Like, I like to just look in the mirror and blame myself, regardless if it's anyone else's fault. I like to just take accountability for everything. It just makes things easier for me, selfishly, to grow and move on. So yes, I was 31 minutes late.
I won't
Sorry.
mention it. I will say I'll give you some flowers here from other people as well. We talked to a lot of independent wrestlers, and you have obviously been at WWE. You were there for a long time, made a big impact in WWE on different levels. And a lot of the wrestlers, the independent wrestlers we talk to, always praise you for basically your ability to lead in the locker room. And I'll throw a name. He'll get mad at me. That's okay. Cole Radrick has praised you of she's like, oh, Cardona's so great. He's always telling me, bring more merch, get your merch, kid. And
he calls me sir in the locker room. And I'm like, bro, stop calling me sir. Like, I'm not that old. Jesus Christ.
Cole is a pal of the show. We love Cole.
I like Cole a lot. I just saw him wrestle Mance Warner GCW. I was listen to this general manager. The show's running over. No one sticks to their fucking times, right? They're not listening to me yet, right? And I'm thinking, it's like the show's supposed to end way earlier. It's about to be 10 o'clock. No, I think it's about to be 11 o'clock. Either 10 or 11. I see what I want from Uber Eats is closing in like minutes. I want this deep dish pizza. I'm in Chicago. So I just so happened to look down on my phone and order my Uber Eats. Apparently Mance Warner cheated as that happened. I didn't see it. I was ordering the Uber Eats. That's what Effie said. Effie said that Mance cheated, but I didn't say I was ordering my my deep dish pizza. But I ordered the pizza, got an Uber out of there, got to my hotel as they were delivering the deep dish pizzas. It was fresh, hot. Oh my God. It was perfect timing. But anyway, Cole Radrick, great kid.
Hey.
I was going to say, what does this have to do with Cole? I thought you were going to say something nice about him. Oh, Matt, thank you so much for joining us.
Are you guys going to at least like splice this up into cool like social clips that I can put on my social media to try to monetize my accounts? Is like, are you doing anything like that? Or
we have a guy to do all that.
Like I want some like Chris Van Vliet's really good with that. Can you do?
Oh, he is.
Can you guys do something like that? Because I've said a lot of cool things, and I'm sure some are going to be clickbaity. To take some funny things that I said, some clickbaity things I said, make some good reels, whatever they're called, and I'll reshare, I'll collab with you guys. You know what I'm saying? I got to get something out of this.
We got a guy to do that.
You, I mean, you're helping us. He's helping us now.
Who's the guy? Who's the guy?
Us guidance.
His name is Kyler.
Kyler? Okay.
Yeah, he's
Kyler.
a social media guy. Yeah.
Kyler. And make sure we don't do this screen. You got to do the extra work and do like the individual people. And I know we're on StreamYard, so you can do it. Don't give me the BS. You can't do it. I use StreamYard for the pod. You can get the individual files out so they're more HD and you could do the verticals of each person. Don't be lazy and just screen grab this whole thing with what is it? Is that marijuana in the background? What is that?
Well, it's in the weeds. It's grass.
I banned marijuana from
GCW. It's not marijuana. It's just grass.
I banned all forms of grass because wrestlers will find a loophole. All grass of any kind is banned in Game Changer Wrestling. I don't have grass in my backyard, and that's a shoot. My dogs poop on the rocks. I'm not joking. I will literally, if you want. You could screen grab this, right? Or don't screen grab it. Do it the right way, and I'll actually insert a video if you want the graphic footage of my dog pooping on the rocks, or just a photo of the poop in the rocks. You tell me. But all grass is banned in GCW. I don't care what kind of grass it is; it's banned.
Everyone says everyone's too online. They need to get outside and touch grass. So that's
wrestlers. You give them an inch, they'll take a mile. You say grass is legal, but marijuana is not. They'll find a way. They'll find a loophole. So that's why, as of today, on Fightful Overbooked, all grass banned from GCW.
Oh wow, we broke a lot of news here.
That's right.
I can write a lot of clickbait headlines out of
Please do. Listen, I'll retweet them all. I don't care. Yeah, I'll clog people's timelines. I don't give a fuck. Any post you put up, I'll retweet it. I don't give a shit.
I appreciate it. I always like when you retweet.
Sometimes I'll retweet it.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Sometimes you're about to bury me. What are you gonna say?
Oh, I said sometimes I don't know if you get angry. Like one time I wrote like Matt Cardona has a busy schedule, and you're like, why is this news? Like, I don't know. Anything's news. Like,
Well, sometimes it's really not news, but if it's about me, I will retweet it or at least comment on it in a way that at least people will see it.
Yeah.
I won't just let it go. And if I do let it go, it's because I didn't see it.
I think everything, something is news to somebody.
I agree. Perception is reality.
That's for sure.
That's right.
That's right.
Matt, let everybody know where they can find you at.
Everywhere. We could take another half hour talking about all the things I got to plug. I will plug this. Last day today, MajorBendies.com. Get your Danhausen, your Maki Ito, and your Steve Macklin. And June 1st, MajorBendies.com. Big rubber guys. They're big. They're behind me. They're like the LJNs. Ethan Page, fresh off his NXT debut. Matt Hardy and the Road Warriors. Get those, MajorBendies.com. And then this weekend, NWA and GCW. New GCW World Champion. It's not going to be me. I'm sorry, guys. It's not. It might be Becky Lynch, though. That should be the headline.
Yeah.
Matt Cardona, general manager, GCW general manager, Matt Cardona says Becky Lynch has an open invitation to enter the Matt Cardona general manager game-changing gauntlet of survival.
Got you.
Yeah,
that'll be up. If not today, definitely tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
Got it.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Sorry for being late.
Thank you, Matt.
Oh, you're fine. Thank you.
Yeah.